let's get in here. Alrighty then. For anyone that's new here, welcome, welcome. For those that haven't obviously been watching and seen this playthrough, so what this is technically not originally just Emerald. It is slightly different. Graphics wise and the plot wise, pretty much the exact same. The only difference is there is more Pokemon. So it's not like an insane amount of more Pokemon. I think there's like 400 or so. So there is, okay, it didn't say, but there's quite a bit. Nothing too crazy. From what I've looked at the list, it's mostly all the Pokemon from Gen 1 to Gen 3, and then all of the Pokemon that are something affiliated. So all the evolutions and forms and different variants of Pokemon that are already in the Gen 1 through 3 games, it has. So, whatever. As for the main part, there is following Pokemon and some other quality of life stuff. There's some, mints and stuff like that, stuff from newer games and all sorts of whatnot. But there are also the Mega Charizards. I think there is Megas. I might be wrong, though. I haven't seen any Megas yet, so I do not know. But I think Mega Charizard might be a thing. But there's also, what's the word? It's also randomized. So as you see by my really weird-ass team, the game is randomized. So any encounter and any wild Pokemon and any trainer Pokemon is 100% random. So there is no set anything. I didn't do a Nuzlocke, because it's kind of the first playthrough I'm doing. So I figured I'd make it a little bit more casual to let new people in if they have questions or whatever like that, and a little bit more fun. Just let me have a little bit of fun. And then I think my next my next playthrough, I'm probably gonna do a more crazier ROM, and probably do a Gen 4 one. Or sorry, probably do a Gen 3 that's I don't know how to explain it, but there's a decent net ROM. I've been looking at it that I've been thinking about doing. Yeah, my team is honestly, the Salamence has been carrying me. I caught the Salamence at level level 14. I caught the Salamence as a Salamence, and he's been carrying my team. I also got this is pretty recent, Gliscor. We got Breloom. I might get rid of Breloom. I don't know, I haven't really decided yet. I also got Kabutops, which is relatively new. He's pretty fun. Scizor, also relatively new, since he's you can tell because he's lower level. And I got Pupitar, which should be Tyranitar here soon. So, yeah. Yeah, I've found some other stuff. I've seen some legendaries and stuff, but they're a pain in the ass to catch, so I haven't bothered with them. But let's see what's going on in here. I have to fight you? Oh, I do. Let's see what we got. What you got, fan? Pineco. I don't have any fire type moves, do I? I think he's just steel, right? Let's try Shadow Claw. Damn. Also, there is level caps and some other doodads. So as I unlock gyms, it increases my. That's why everyone's exactly level 42 right now, because I just finished that gym, and the level cap was 42. So now the level cap is higher. But and there's even some some doodads involving abilities and EVs and stuff. I haven't touched them yet. I'll probably wait till right before the Elite Four, and I might actually make my team properly EV and IV trained kind of stuff. All the Mons MC mod. Oh yes, I've played that. Honestly, okay, I would say one of my long-term goals as a streamer, quote unquote, is not to make a lot of money or do like that. Honestly, my main goal would get to a point where I have enough. Oh my god, I almost just knocked my whole monitor over. Let me move my mic over here. My goal would be to get to the point where I can have a proper Pixelmon server and do I've talked to people about this before. Anyone who's been here has heard me ramble about this before. If I had like the people slash community for behind it, I wouldn't even have to go as far as doing like all the bonds or anything like that. I would honestly, I don't even care if I would at this point I might even use Cobblemon. Cobblemon has come a long way since it's been released. It's actually, I would say it's pretty hard to pick Pixelmon over at this point. I would love to have, if I had a player base behind it, to do like, see, this is what I think a lot of people mess up, right? Yeah. Oh no, I played a shit ton of Pixelmon. But see, I think the thing that a lot of people mess up on, especially with like more like group-based Pokemon stuff, is they do them long term, right? So like, let's say like, oh, I'm gonna open a Cobblemon server. If you just leave it open and let anybody play it on any time and think it long term, what's gonna happen is people that know life it or really like it are gonna sit on there and just play it, and then people that kind of casual, maybe hop on here and there, are just gonna steadily get further behind and not gonna want to play it, you know? So like, if it was up to me, like the way I would do it, if I had a community that was, you know, interested enough to do it, and like I can get enough numbers, and I'm not saying it needs to be crazy, there's even like no 100 people or anything, but like, you know, if we get like a solid 20 to 30 people, maybe, like that'd be top end. But like, and I'd probably want to get more streamers. And not necessarily need to be bigger streamers, but people just to kind of get more eyes on it and like have like an audience. I would love to do like monthly, like a monthly server. And I'm not saying like it has to be like every month it resets. Like I run it for a month. You know, everyone can kind of sit down and play it a whole bunch during that month. And then we can kind of take a cool off season, and like you don't have to play the game anymore. Like I literally just turn the server off, and there's no Cobblemon for that, you know, whatever time. And maybe if people could, like, if there's obviously enough people behind it that want to keep doing it, we can keep doing it monthly or whatever. But I think the smart way is to not do it continuous, because that'll just burn you out. But to me, that'd be so fun. Like a month of just doing Cobblemon. We do like every weekend we do events. You know, like not, and then it don't have to be like battle events. Like they could be like hiding, like you know, what do you call it? Like treasure hunts or like trivia or you know, like bingo, like stuff like that. I think it'd be kind of fun. Like Pokemon Bingo, where you have like a randomized bingo board of Pokemon, and you have to get like you have to catch 5 of them in a line, you know, like bingo. Stuff like that. I think it'd be fun. And then give out awards. And then like there should be stuff that like helps people that aren't, you know. I think it'd be fun. And then maybe like at the end we do like a tournament, and whoever wins gets, I don't know, a reward or something, or they get like a shiny of their choice the next season, or however they want to do it. I also would like to maybe have like a continuous world. Yeah. No, that would also be the part 2. Like you would have people that grind more be like perfectly fine with it, because it's also monthly, right? So it's not like long term. Like there's no point in like hoarding your wealth, because it's gonna be gone. That's the other part. So like it makes it more fun, and it means like it also means that like you're not, even if someone does grind and get like every single Pokemon, like there's not a ton of incentive there to like to hoard it all, you know. And maybe we'll do a thing like you can keep 6 Pokemon, or I'm hearing reading. There'll definitely be gambling. There are definitely, or I don't know, something like that. I think it'd be a ton of fun. But I'd obviously want to get more people involved before I do it. But there would also like, I would probably put like proximity chat. There would be some like some kind of funnish mods, but nothing too crazy. Maybe some building stuff. But I think it'd be fun. But I think that's also why I've been kind of playing Pokemon on stream, because like I feel like I might get more people that are involved that like Pokemon. I have thought about streaming Minecraft, but I feel like that's such a diluted. Honestly, I probably do need to start like making Minecraft videos of some sort and posting them and seeing get like more follows off of that. But because honestly, like, okay, like my like imaginary dream would be to get to a point where I could have like a streamer server. Like there's like and I'm not saying it has to be a crazy amount of streamers or anything like that, Like, it'd be pretty cool to get like a server that's like mostly streamers, and then, you know, you have like that stuff going on, kind of thing. But I don't think I'm in the right community right now to be doing that. But I don't think the people we got are mostly Pokemon related. But I think it'd be really cool to do Pokemon stuff. Oh yeah, we went on Psycho Cut, yeah. I guess it's fair. I could try to do like a more popular Cobblemon server and just stream that. I guess that is a thing. But probably wouldn't be a horrible idea. You know, get some more, and like people that come from that. I think you're a physical attacker, so we're gonna get rid of Earth Power for a minute. But I probably would want to. Maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe do like a public Cobblemon server, post videos from that public Cobblemon server, and then if I get a big enough following from that to do like our own Cobblemon stuff. But see, I guess also because I can try to seek out other. Well, okay, the 1 month thing would be more for like a personal server. Like if I was doing a public server, then you know it obviously wouldn't matter because most public servers usually reset yearly. And actually, I've never really done public Cobblemon servers before. I'm gonna be honest. So I wonder if there's any like semi-small, like I'm not saying like super small, but like if there's any like semi-medium tier Cobblemon servers I could find that are like you know maybe I could get like a partnership with or something. Yeah, maybe I'll look into that. That'd be a bad idea. Okay, we're gonna enter you. This will be down there, Mark. Are you sure? I don't know. It depends, because some of them have like built-in Curse Forge stuff. But actually, I've never really looked at public Cobblemon servers. I have to look. Actually, let me look on. Is Minecraft like the Minecraft serverless thing still a thing? Oh, the Cobblemon website has a server list? What? How do you sort by players? Can you not sort this by players? Platforms, Fabric, or what's Neo Forge? That's like Curse Forge, isn't it? What's Fabric? Like MMO Realms has 200 people online. Like that wouldn't probably be a bad idea. But I don't know if I should get like a slightly smaller. There isn't a ton though. Poke Clash, Poke Legends. I wish I could sort this by. There's also this. Okay, this also works. The #1 server is Complex Gaming, which makes sense. That's complex, yeah. Oh, yeah, the Cobblemon Discord's right here. I can click on it if I want, but trust me, I've done Minecraft. I'm not new to that. I'm just what I'm saying. I was looking for this, like the Minecraft serverless thing. Cobblemon Delta. Cobblemon.gg. See, the problem is I might have to join some of these servers and see like how they kind of run, and then also like, because some of these have like players online, like Complex has 1,400 players online, but they don't do just Cobblemon. They do everything, and and they do Pixelmon, Cobblemon, like so. Even though there's 1,400, there might only be 100 of them on the Cobblemon server. But I don't know. I'll probably look through these, see if I can find one that's like. I kind of want a server that's mostly Cobblemon too. Like I'm kind of looking to look at this one, the MMO Realms Cobblemon, or like Cobblemon.gg looks pretty like looks like straight Cobblemon. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. This is another one of the ones that's like multiple different. I don't know. I've looked through, but. Some of them have Fakemons? But I'd probably look at him offline if I one I really like, and then start streaming and be like, hey guys, if y'all want to join me, come to this server kind of stuff. But I might also look through some of I might start digging through the Twitch Minecraft thing and see if there's like one that a lot of streamers play on, because that might be something that helps kind of, you know. Because I would love to meet some other streamers that want to play Cobblemon. That'd be awesome. Because that's already where I'm already trying now to get out of like the War Thunder rut, I call it. Because a lot of streamers, you know, like War Thunder is great for getting like oh my god, it's a ho-oh, like a starter viewer base and stuff with War Thunder, and it's good for that. But I don't know, the War Thunder, a lot of War Thunder viewers only watch War Thunder. Like it's bad. Like you can see it. Like I would say my viewer base will occasionally let me play dumb shit and come and watch. But it's pretty obvious, like, you know, like even now, like we've already lost 10 from going from Arma, which that's pretty normal. But like if I like the other day, like what was it, last week, I sat down and only played Pokemon. It gets a little hard to get some numbers in here, but you know, obviously they come to watch what they want to watch. But there's some bigger streamers I know that like, if they're playing War Thunder, like, and let's like, they don't even really do War Thunder anymore, but or like even like Wing, if we plays War Thunder within an hour, he can have up to like 80 to 90 viewers. But like today, he was playing that new game, that what is it called, Survive or whatever, that zombie game or whatever, and like. I think he topped like even when he rated me, only had like 20 something people in there. It's just crazy how like they're like War Thunder players only care about War Thunder. I'm just like, whatever. So on Cobbleverse. I'm already digging through. Also, it is like 1 o'clock in the morning in US time, so I probably want to do more like a peak. Like 10 p.m. US time and see if I can find, you know. Does Kabamon have his own category on Twitch? I doubt it, right? Never have to look. Okay. XQC's playing Minecraft? What? Project Melody's playing Minecraft? What's happening? Why is everybody playing Minecraft? Oh. I love how I opened Project Melody's thing real quick just to glance, and she immediately rated Amici, bro. That's crazy. Oh. Never mind, then. Never mind. What other games exist? Let me look. There's quite a few people doing Kabamon, though. I think this person's doing single player. Oh, what's else in English? I'm not doing this on stream. No, I'm gonna stop doing this, but I'll probably look through. I'll probably do some lurking and some of these. Oh, you DM'd me. Do some lurking and see. I think that'd be fun. I also think I could make more content that way too. Because if I could make content like for Kabamon being like, you know, like, have you been wanting this Pokemon? This is where you go, and you blah, blah. Or if I get other content creators or other people that are like playing, it'd be like, today we're gonna be playing first person to catch such and such, and then like a time lapse of that. I don't know, dumb shit like that. I've never been able to do content like that because like Worth It is not really a game you can do that. I feel like. I guess he could do that Arma, but whatever. I could, you know, I probably should do that too, with the whole me running the AK-50 and the shotgun. Battle events, grass step only. What do you mean, like that's monotype, but okay, but also grass on grass is kind of boring. Like usually if you do monotype, it'd be more on the vein of you have to catch one type and then you don't know what each other's type's gonna be, and then you just gotta see what happens. But then even then that's still kind of boring, because if you just happen to have, yeah, I understand what you're trying to say, but like I don't know, I always thought monotype was kind of weird. But I don't know. I don't know. I would want to see how the server runs, and then more doing the vein of like, what's the best way to make money on the server? Blah 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 blah, or like stuff like that, or like, you know, I don't know. Using monotype on Showdown. I've always, okay, anytime I have to do monotype, because I used to do like tournaments on Showdown and stuff back in the day, and like stuff like that. I used to always either do dragon or water, or both, or ground. Ground also solid. Ground, water, and dragon are like the three best types for monotype, and it's not even close. Oh, I don't have dive yet. I was supposed to have dive. Oh wait, I'm supposed to go. Wait, I'm supposed to have dive, aren't I? Wait, can Kabutops not learn dive? Oh shit. Grass got like 5 weaknesses. flying, fire, bug. That's it. Flying, bug, and fire. And ice. I think that's it. Now, that's why the worst typing, though, the worst defensive typing is... Oh, and poison. You're right. I forgot about poison. You're right, and poison. That's why the worst defensive type is, bug grass. Because bug grass is, like weak to everything. Bug grass is literally weak to everything. Rock. I'm gonna quickly switch out for a little. Oh, here's Dear Maria, count me in. But I don't know. I just like it would be fun to do that. Also, I feel like with me just starting out, it'd be fun maybe if I have people that are interested in like joining along, they can like play along kind of thing. Ghost normal with yeah. Ghost normal is pretty. People have been talking about that for a long time because Ghost normal. Like, I think Hisuian Zoroark was like the first normal ghost type. Ghost Dark, I think, is just fairy, right? Ghost Dark, yeah, Ghost and Dark. So Ghost Dark used to have no weaknesses until this fairy was introduced. Can Whiscash also not learn Dive, or do I just not have Dive? Am I supposed to go fight Rayquaza right now? No, because you're not supposed to until after you... What am I doing wrong? Because they already left the hideout. I beat the gym. They did the meteorite. Groudon's already been released, so I need to go find Kyogre now. But I can't because... Oh my god. I don't have Dive. I need to go find who has Dive, I guess. Who has Dive? Oh my god, there's random guys that Registeel. That's why Sableye in this game used to be really good. Sableye in Gen 3 really good because it had no weaknesses and it was like relatively tanky. But what if it's made of stainless steel? Reggie stainless steel? Okay, I must need to talk to somebody to get Dive from at Moss Deep City. I'm trying to remember who I talked to though, because I already beat... Is Steven in here? No. Oh, he isn't here. Well, shit. That's what it was. I'm stupid. I forgot at the end of that engagement, when you fight the team, he tells you to meet him at his house. That's what it was. I'm a dipshit. Does Kabutops learn Dive? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Let me get rid of this Whiscash. Yeah. Well, I just vaguely remembered Steven giving you Dive. I thought he gave it to you at the end of that fight. I guess you have to go to his house first is the issue. Oh, I've had to heal. You know what, Steel, while you're here, let me Wonder Trade a bit. We got, so this game actually has a built-in Wonder Trade. Oh, there's a map here. Let me move. Let me get rid of, oh, I shouldn't have done, I should just Wonder Trade. No, do I have anything worth Wonder Trading right now? Yeah, we'll get rid of Pupitar for a sec. What level is everything here? Swallow? We'll trade the Swallow. Why not? I think I have a level, yeah, I have a 30 Quilava. I also have this Aggron. It's pretty sick. Yeah, we'll Wonder Trade this Quilava. If I need to. So the way the game works is, so I actually have it set, so you have two choices when you're setting this game up. You can either do real time, like times, like every day in real life is 1 hour in game, or sorry, every day in real life is a day in game, or I could do what I have right now, where it's every hour is a day in game, which helps a lot. But you get 3 Wonder Trades a day, which I guess means I get 3 Wonder Trades every hour. All right, Quilava, you're up first. What do we get? Gut Swallow can be good, but it's not like absurdly good. Like there's better guts. Like I think right now the main guts Pokemon is Ursaring, or the new Ursaring. I think the what's it called? Ursaluna. I think Ursaluna is the new guts Pokemon. Okay, Swallow, you're up. I don't know what godly gift is. Oh, a Haunter. Did I get a Gengar? Wait, oh my god, it evolved. Ha! Because it got traded. Gengar. Ooh. You have an Uber and all your stats other than its slot. You have an Uber and all your stats. Huh. I don't quite understand why that, but I think I might understand, but that still kind of weird. Oh, I get it. Okay. I see now. I understand. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it was what I thought it was. So, like, pretty much you have, like, your Uber Pokemon. Let's say, like, I don't know. What's an Uber Pokemon? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Like what you just put. Yeah, it's almost what I was about to say. Arceus and, like, whatever you put in each slot gets one of their stats. That's cool, though. Also, did you notice the animation? Look. When I surf, it's with Kabutops. Oh. Great Dilly. I kind of want to catch a Wailord. If I could find a Wailord, I would love to see what its animation is for surfing. Also, because Bunny. Speaking of which, let me activate my, where is Infinite Repel? If I remember correctly, the cave should be like down here, like right here. That was like right here. Am I tripping? Or is it down here? There it is. Is there any grass? No. Oh, I see. That makes sense. What if you make your Uber like Fion? Or no, sorry, Manaphy, who gets or I guess any mythical, they get 100 in every stat. That's probably not even worth it though, honestly. Instead of getting like one that has like absurd every stat. Eternatus is probably banned, but Eternatus. Okay, I guess let me turn off my repel. See what spawns in here. The only Pokemon I'd maybe want to add to my team at this point would be like Matang. Ooh. Ooh, Hitmonchan. That's fair. Ooh, Rhydon. Rhydon these nuts. That's fair. Oh yeah, I see. Ooh, a Lapras. A lot of yapping, not a lot of battling. Okay, Let's see how much damage this does. Wait, I think I still have Gengar on my team and the other guy. Oh god. Double slap. Guillotine. Easy peasy. This is where you also get Earthquake. Let's go, baby! Earthquake! No, I never miss. I've done that. I've done these caves and stuff so many times that I can literally do it with my eyes closed. Okay, why did I have a snow rot and a master ball? Did y'all see that? Also, of course, I have salamence first. Fuck. Okay, he's hail. That's whatever. You fucking bitch, dude. I should have unparalyzed before this battle. Are you kidding me? You stupid dragon. I have a lot of weak to ice Pokemon. My 4 main Pokemon are all weak to ice. That's an issue. This might be a wipe just because I didn't bring 2 Pokemon. And he froze. What the fuck? I should outspeed him. Thank you. Hopefully it's just one shots. Yeah. Well, that's a weird one to have to deal with. I guess because he's the leader. All of us want to Master Balls. I don't know. Also, what is up with the people in this game not understanding how colors work? Like, why would the red orb control Kyogre and the blue orb control that Groudon? I never understood that. Well, time to wake up. Time to wake up Rayquaza. Oh, dude, Armaldo. I love Armaldo. I think Armaldo is one of the coolest false Pokemon. Too bad it sucks, like, competitively. Or, like, any... I've probably beaten Pokemon Emerald a handful of times with Armaldo on my team. Oh. Oh my god, this lady just has OO. Okay. Cool. Why not? Why wouldn't this lady just have OO? And a Rapidash. Yeah, what was that Ho-Oh even in? I don't remember. I wonder if the balls are based off the original games. Did Archie originally have his Pokemon in a Master Ball? I don't remember. I don't think he did. There's no way like Archie's whole team is in Master Balls. Wait, I'm in the wrong place, I feel like. Yeah, I went way too far south. Fuck. I misinterpreted where I was. I think she might have had a love ball. Like he had a dive ball, I think, was what that was. Okay, I'm supposed to go. Oh. Ooh, a Crobat. Not cool. Wait, I'm forgetting how I'm supposed to... Oh, it's Spheal. You know, on one of the earlier routes, I had the opportunity to get a Walrein. I was tempted, but I was like, eh. Walrein's a little rough. Bulky, though. Wait, I wonder if it has thick fat in this. I guess that's fair. Problem is, okay, so the problem with catching the third stage evolution early on, I had an issue with Salamence too, is they're not necessarily designed to have Pokemon that have moves that early. So they don't learn any moves. Right? Like if I caught a Spheal, yes, the stats would be worse, but at least Spheal is programmed to learn moves at level whatever. While Walrein's not really programmed to learn moves until like level like 40, you know? So that's the downside of getting these, but now they're really good for TMs though, which could be a plus side in a sense. Like I had a Nidorina really early on, but I eventually got rid of it because it was like, Nidoqueen's not very great, honestly. Now, Nidoking on the other hand, my goat, I would have probably still had it. I love Nidoking, bro. I really wish we got Mega Nidoking and I'm actually impressed that Pokemon hasn't made a Mega Nidoking or Nidoqueen yet. Like, who hates Nidoking in their department? Like, what? Like, you know how easy it'd be to design a Mega Nidoking? Like, it can't be that hard. Okay, I think I've pretty much run to every point I can spawn here, so I might turn on the repel. Give him crowns. It wouldn't be that hard, honestly. Like, I could probably make up a fucking design, you know? Like, I don't know what their gimmick would be, but like, they could figure something out. Am I tripping? Where the fuck is Sutopolis? I don't remember Sutopolis being this hard to get to. A special attacking stat? Really? You think? I don't know. Oh, this is it right here. Why did I have such a hard time finding this? Here, before we go in, let me see what spawns here. Due to sheer force? I guess it's fair. Ooh, Magnemite. I've always used Nidoking as a physical attacker, but I guess that makes sense. Yeah, oh, I guess it depends. I have used Nidoking as a special attacker. Oh my god, Eevee. Because I have used him, like, with, like, because, you know, and he learns all the, like you said, he gets a great move pool, so, like especially in the later games, he gets, like, Sludge Wave and all sorts of shit. Sheer Force is the ability. If I remember correctly, Sheer Force is the one where you lose your secondary effect, but it does more damage if it has a secondary effect, right? So like, that's why it's like good on like Thunderbolt, because Thunderbolt has a 30% chance to paralyze, but no longer can paralyze, but it gets an extra like 10% damage or whatever, right? Okay. Making sure. Also, Roserade. Not cool. God, it's dead. Oh my god. I had a feeling, right? This Salamence is cursed, by the way. I think this Salamence has gotten status affected every single time anything has at a bit, like, since the moment I've gotten him. If somehow to get status effect. Oh yeah, you're right, that does make sense, because I have seen that before. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, I don't think anything else spawns here besides those three. Oh well, we're gonna leave. I'm hoping I can get a Metagross before the Elite Four, but I'm not gonna like try super hard to get one. Or a Porygon. Well, Landorus is also just a good Pokemon. Honestly, actually, I didn't, because he just has a great move pool. He's ground and flying is a busted like type setup too. Look at them fighting. Dude, Groudon is running that Kyogre's fade. Okay, before we go do whatever, I'm gonna go heal and switch my Pokemon out. All right, let's go. Hey, do Pokemon spawn here? Ooh, they do. Ooh, Kecleon. Executor. Ooh, it's Wallace. Okay, never mind. I guess there's nothing else here. Well, time to go catch Rayquaza. Chameleons and trees. We'll do one last encounter here just to be sure. Yeah. You know, when I played through Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I used a Roserade. For my first playthrough, at least. And a Gliscor. Well, a Gligar, but because you couldn't evolve Gliscor to the post game for some fucking reason. I don't know who fucking thought that was a good idea. Stupid Pokemon. Roseade's pretty cool. I think I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it's just Rosalia with a Leaf Stone. Evolite Gligar. Yeah, he's pretty good in like UU tier, isn't he? Like OU or UU or NU, one of the three. I know he was decent. Because ground flying is a goated type, as we know. Why are you paralyzed? Didn't we heal? Oh, Little Cup. Yeah, that's true. It does count as a Little Cup Pokemon. I think he does. Because he... Well, if Onix is in Little Cup, I think Gligar should be. If I got to choose. I'm pretty sure his stats aren't very high. Much higher than Onix's. You bitch. Oh, Menfu? That's stupid. Why is he in Little Cup? Oh, man. I used to do a lot of Little Cup. I thought Little Cup was actually one of the more fun lineups. Like, I used to use, who did I used to use, dude? I wish Pokemon Showdown it didn't save your shit into your cookies. Because I have so many devices that I used to make teams on, and I couldn't even remember half of them now. But, like, Onix... Of course. Regenerator spam. Yeah, like, or in like Cradilly. Cradilly was always fun. I think Cradilly has Regenerator. I don't remember. I remember Cradilly was good because it was a grass rock type. I forgot why that was good. I don't know. I used to use all sorts of weird stuff. I think Beldum was kind of good for a bit. Because Beldum can learn, like, actually decent moves. If you download... Yeah, I think Showdown has an app now, but it still doesn't save it, like, in Showdown. It just saves it on the app on your phone. Because Showdown has, like, an app now, I think. But, no, Showdown doesn't have an inherent... Like, it doesn't matter what you did on it originally. It doesn't save it on Showdown to your account. Unfortunately, which is stupid. I guess it saves them like server space or whatever, but like, come on. I can't wait till Pokemon Champions comes out, dude. Oh, that's gonna be the great. I'm gonna be streaming that shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll figure out a way to do it. When Champions comes out, like I'm tempted to buy a Switch 2 just for Champions, even though it's gonna be on mobile, but like, 'cause I want to play, like, I want to start getting Pokemon, like, from, like, whatever new game. I guess Legends ZA would be the game you want to get your Pokemon from. I don't know. I guess I could get Fire Red, Leaf Green, and get Pokemon from that. Yeah, that's what some people do. They're like, that's probably the smartest way to do it, which I wish I did. A lot of people make like Google Docs, and they just save their teams there, which is probably the smartest way to do it. Because you can always go back and just grab them. But, like, I never did it. And I also play Pokemon Showdown, like, way... Like, I probably played Pokemon Showdown... Like, the last time I sat down and really played it was probably, like, years ago. Like, easily 5 to 6 years ago from now. Like, I haven't touched Showdown in forever. Cause like I used to do random battles and like do like go to RR and stuff, and I was kind of getting bored of that. And like I tried to battle friends and stuff, but like a lot of my friends kind of sucked, so they didn't want to like play against me. I would even handicap myself. Like I would use random teams and they could pick their team and shit like that, and I'd still win. Or like I would give them my teams. Like I would give them my Uber teams that I actually made. And but see, that also came with the downside because I made the fucking team, so I knew how it worked. But you know. But I can't wait for Champions, because Champions is pretty much gonna be like Showdown, but with good graphics. Like stadium graphics, from what I can tell. So that'll be fun. I hope it's actually like good RR and stuff in that game too. See, I never would be able to be like a top tier like competitive player, because I can never be bothered to go and learn like every single like, oh, this Pokemon can like OHKO that Pokemon, or this Pokemon like Fire Blast can two-shot these Pokemon, and like I'm never gonna bother doing all that and like knowing the exact amount of damage. Like I'm a little bit more off the cuff than that, but because I've watched like people who play like that, where they're literally like, I have a stat, or I have a special attack EV, special attack EV 31 IV Garchomp with Earthquake, and that's a HP EV, you know, whatever. If I hit it with Earthquake, it'll be 3 hits and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't care, bro. Like I'm gonna hit Earthquake, and we'll see how it goes from there. Like, I guess I can understand if you get to that certain level of Pokemon, you kind of have to know. But honestly, that's what it doesn't help, because they're at a tier. Like everyone's using the same like 18 Pokemon. So yeah, it's pretty easy to memorize from those 18 Pokemon what your Pokemon do. I have this at Eevee's. I don't think. Okay, so I think stuff like that isn't really a thing anymore. I think like that there used to be like certain like weird stat things that they used to do that stuff for, but nowadays there's not really a ton of reason for that. Most like competitive Pokemon, it's like 252 and something, 252 and the other, or sorry, yeah, 252 and 2 stats, and you put like 16 in a third stat. Now, how you pick those stats can be varied, but usually my general consensus, in which I've seen most competitive like things do it, is you do, you know, 252. If it's an offensive Pokemon, you do 252 in their offensive stats. So well, usually on Smogon, there were certain Pokemon that would change it, but it was like for the only reason they would do that would be on speed. Like you kind of like, no, well, I never seen on special attack, but it would be on speed, because like, let's say you have a Garchomp and you're gonna do 252 in physical attack, then you could do like 40 in speed, because there's a certain point you don't need to be faster, right? Like you only need to, because the way the speed stat works, yeah, because speed, you only need to be so fast. So like what you do, like what people do is they look at the stat charts and they go, how fast does my Pokemon need to be to averagely outspeed? Yeah. So usually that's the only stat you'll see that, you know. Or like you'll see the opposite, like where they purposely don't put IVs and stuff in like your speed stat to be slower for like Trick Room and stuff. But that's about as far as I've ever seen. You know, I could have just flown from the top of the tower, huh? I forgot about that. But I remember that used to be a thing, because like it'd be like certain Pokemon, if you know, had like this much speed, you outsped like 98% of Pokemon in that tier, so there's no point adding more. Like Regieleki. Like there'd be no reason to put special attack speed into speeds, like barely put any speed EVs into his speed, because you would literally outspeed everything regardless. So yeah. Also, here's peak cinema right here. This is the GOAT. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone else here thinks. Gen 3 is the best trio. There is no contest. It is zero. There's zero contest. Like, the next closest would maybe be Ho-Oh and Lugia. Maybe. I don't even think it's that close, though, honestly. This trio is undefeated. I guess it's fair. Like, if someone would have such a high special attacking stat, like, it might not be worth it. Instead of get some bulk. But if you're already on Oko stuff, why bother? But like, that's the other thing. I've been waiting for a Groudon to appear, bro. If a Groudon pops up, I'm catching it. I'm sorry. HM 7 Waterfall. Now, oh wait, I forgot this is not going to be ice. See, I've also been, I might have to, see now with me doing this Cobblemon thing, I might not want to do an actual playthrough like a ROM. I don't know. I also have some real life stuff that I might be AWOL for a bit, so I haven't, like, I don't know why I'm even worried about it, but we'll see. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do a ROM playthrough. Like, it might be a good idea to do both, like do a ROM playthrough and Cobblemon. But like, I feel like if I'm gonna do Cobblemon, if I'm actually gonna lock in and do some Cobblemon, I might, like, it's gonna take a lot of hours on top of me already trying to do like War Thunder and stuff. So I don't know. I wish I could be at a point in my life where I could just not work and do this full time, just for funsies. Like, if I just didn't have to pay for housing, I'd be goated. Like, this, I could probably make, I could probably, if I locked in, make enough money from streaming and content to pay for electricity, internet, and then go for a ROM. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Cause I found a ROM that actually I genuinely just want to play. So I don't know. Cause I found it's Pokemon. Was it? Which one was it? Let me go look at it. It was one of the most popular ROMs. It was Pokemon. Most popular. Yeah, I think it was Unbound. Pokemon Unbound, which I have seen people mention before, but it's like a Gen 3 ROM hack, of course, because they're all Gen 3, but they're Gen 4 like graphics, and it's like completely redone. Like the entire like game is nothing. Like it has like insane post game and stuff and all sorts of whatnot. So it looks pretty cool, and there's like built-in challenging modes. So you can, there's like built-in Nuzlocke and stuff. So I don't know. There's also like what was another one I saw? There's like, yeah, there's a Kanto where it's like redone. There's also Row, which I don't know what the fuck this is. It's like Pokemon Emerald, but like you can. understand this one. But there's also like Radical Red. And I don't know. But I think Pokemon Spork. I think I've heard that. Oh, that's that new like challenge Pokemon game, right? Like it's supposed to like impossible to beat. I had what's his face come here and talk about it. I don't know. Not super old. I had someone here talk about it before, I thought, though. Let me see. Wait, oh, not the right thing. Kind of cool. See, what I've been thinking about also playing is Pokemon Adventure. Or I forgot what it's called. I think was it Pokemon Adventures? I don't know. There's a ROM hack that was literally like the 1-to-1 the Pokemon Adventure manga. And I played that one a long time. It was probably one of the first like real ROM hacks that I played that was like really good. And dude, it was so good. Oh my god, it was so good. I already love the Pokemon Adventure manga. Pokemon Adventure. Actually, I need to sit down and reread it, bro. I've been meaning to do it again, because probably the best Pokemon related material, like content that I've consumed is Pokemon Adventure manga. Like, honestly, nothing makes me like Pokemon more than that. Like, the manga is so good. Oh my god, it's so good. Rusty's Adventure? Was it called that? Really? I swear it was called like Pokemon. Maybe that's what it's called. Remember when I played it? I played it when I remember I played it when it first came out, and the like first edition of it, the game ended at Zapmokuno, and they kept just adding on to it. And you had to keep like downloading the ROM and all sorts of stuff. Oh. Oh, no, you're talking about... No, you're... Okay, that's why I recognize what you meant. That's not what I'm talking about. You're talking about the YouTube channel. Yes, I watched all of those too. That's from that's Dorkly. That's something completely different. That is not. What are you talking about? Oh, there's a game based off of that? Huh. I guess that makes sense. You got a Pikachu with headbutt? Okay. I was about to say, I knew when you said it sounded familiar, but I was like, no, it's what's called, here's ROM hack. It's called Pokemon Adventures Red. Yeah, Pokemon Adventure Red. And I remember when I played it back in the day, it blew my mind. Okay, I already loved the manga, but the game was so good. Oh my god. Not even considering like reading the manga, the game itself was absurdly good. Oh, dude. And it's absurdly long. I think it does like every generation, like Pokemon Adventure Red walkthrough. Is there like a Oh man. Wait, oh, I just realized I found a thing talking about it, and it was like, oh, here's a link, blah blah blah, and it's from fucking 15 or 10 years ago. Which version art? Wait, I'm trying to read this. Volume 2 gonna be a fan game? Pokemon Adventure Red. Wow, the version I was playing was from like, that's insane. The most recent version is from 2020. Okay, I was reading some of these Reddit posts, and they were saying the post game for Pokemon Adventures Red is kind of fucked because it adds a bunch of like Fakemon and stuff. But people were saying it's like whatever. I don't know. Some people were saying it was okay. Some people saying it's whatever. But apparently, so the way this is gonna be, the Pokemon Adventure Red, Adventures Red game is based off of, is it's supposed to be the entirety of the adventure manga up to the point where, spoiler alert, he gets frozen at the end of the Adventures Red thing. He gets like frozen by L'Oreal, and that's the end of like, and then the next series starts up with a different character, and then they eventually go and save Red, and it continues on. But he's like it's almost like I'm trying to think of what other animes do that, but I think there's supposed to be a part 2. Oh, the person who posts this, the account doesn't exist anymore. Huh. So I need to play this right now, but yeah, there's I thought it was really good. Apparently they're supposed to be making more, but a lot of this stuff just doesn't, like, this stuff's old. Like, this is from 3 years ago, and this post just is dead. Like, this is 12 years ago? Huh. Apparently, sorry, I'm reading through this. Apparently, the creator had a bunch of stuff happen whenever he originally finished in, like, the game, like the point where he just stopped, like, interacting with people. But apparently, he's, like, remaking the game as like a standalone game, like kind of like a Pokemon. What's that other guy? Pokemon Infinite Fusions. Like, you know, that's like its own like launcher and everything. Apparently, he's trying to make like a version like that. So that'd be interesting. He's supposed to go to like the sequels. Because obviously, if you know the adventure manga, after the events of the like first quote unquote chapter, he the main character becomes yellow instead of red, and then red comes back. And actually, the Pokemon adventure manga actually goes through every generation. So, like, the way the characters in the I forget the exact like generations chapters and what they're called, but I think it's like, so the first section is red, so you're the main character as red. Then the second section is yellow, and then the third section is gold, obviously, and then gold gets reintroduced to red. You know, at the end of that, I think there's like a slight part at the end of that one, and then there's like a full reboot for Gen 3 almost, because Gen, for the first, which makes sense, because the first two generations have to do with each other. So the first two, like 3 chapters in the manga all have to do with each other in a way, because, you know, as Gen 1 and Gen 2 are, they all have to do with each other. So when you're doing the gold part, like when you're reading the gold part of the manga, it has a lot of stuff from the first generation, which makes sense, because, you know, that's how Gen 1 and 2 is. And then there's like a soft reboot of Gen 3, brand new character. You're introduced as he's not, I don't think he's called Emerald. He's called it's May and, or no, is it May? May and what's his face? I think it is May and what's his face. I forget his name now. I can't remember his name. But they introduce all that stuff, and there's a lot of stuff you learn that I don't know if it's canon. Now, the Pokemon Adventure manga is made by Pokemon, so I think it is canon technically. But there's stuff like why Brandon, that's his name. I think it's Brandon. It like talks about like why Brandon wears his hat, like his weird funky ass hat. Like, there's all sorts of stuff, and they like intertwine more like backstory between May and Brandon, and they even pull like what they used to do in the anime, where it's like Brandon, you quote unquote, is trying to become like the Pokemon champion. So he's doing all the gyms, he's leveling his Pokemon up, he's like learning out like certain moves and battling, and then May is trying to do the beauty pageant. So she's like specifically doing all like the beauty stuff in like she's still battling and she's still stupid strong, but she's more focused on the pageant stuff, and he's focused on the gyms. I think she's also doing the gyms at the same time too, or something. If I remember correctly, or she does some of the gyms, or I forget what it is. But she's also, but like he has Swampert and she has Blaziken, and I think Wally's also there at some point. I don't think Wally's that important though in the manga. But then at the end of the third one, I think they reintroduced the original like cast as like almost like an Avengers moment where like if I remember correctly, at the end of the Ruby and Sapphire adventure manga, they literally like almost pulled Avengers where like they meet up with Silver and Red and stuff, and then and they just show that it happened, and then they don't like do anything with it. And then there's another soft reboot, and they do Pokemon Black and White, which actually, funnily enough, I did enjoy the Black and White manga. I read through all of it. I could care less for the games. Actually, I know the entire plot of the Black and White games just because I read the manga. Fucking bitch, I need to stop doing this with the joystick. I fucked it up again. Whatever, bro. But, so I read through all of that. I think it also, the way the Black and White manga go through is similar. I'm trying to remember what changes. There's something weird about, I think at the end of Black and White, they like fully bring everyone back together, like the entire original, like all the characters that have been introduced up to this point, and they have like this huge like cross like region like shit. Like they pretty much pull in Avengers, and like everybody's important, everybody can do things in their own region, and like they're defending against I like all the I don't know if like all the teams gone bad or oh, you know what it is? It's because the bad guys in oh no because they also introduced I completely skipped Diamond and Pearl. They introduced the Diamond and Pearl characters. I did also read that one. That one was pretty good. I think at the end of maybe it was during Diamond and Pearl. I don't know. I remember there was like an Avengers moment where like all the different regions had to work together. Like it was like all the gym leaders and all the main trainers and like the Elite Four, because spoiler alert, well I guess not really a spoiler alert, but like they tease it pretty early on in the mangas, but like the way the mangas is crazy, but the Elite Four are the bad guys in most of the generations. The Elite Four are just like the government and they're bad. So yeah, well they're not necessarily bad, just like they're crooked, I think. I don't know. It gets really weird. At least the Gen 1 was. Like, in the Gen 1 manga, the entire Elite Four are, like, crooked. Like, to the point where, like, Bruno goes to, like, kill Red. Like, Bruno's, like, it's told by, like, by Drake to go kill Red. Because Drake wants to, like, take over the whole world or something. It's insane. Yeah, it's, and I think at the end, like, they end up turning good. But it's really weird. I think they end up like changing their mind or something. I forget what happens. It's very weird though. I would have to reread the manga to know exactly what their motive was. But I just remember Drake was like a bad motherfucker in the books, bro. Drake didn't give a fuck. Drake was fucking people up day one. Like him and his Dragonite, I think were actually killing people. Like. I'm not even joking. They were killing people. Same with freaking what's his face from Gen 2? Was it is that Looker? No, it's not Looker. What's the Oh no, I guess that was Drake. Yeah, that is Drake. In Gen 2, because he comes back for Gen 2, like the Gen 2 books. And you know how like in the Gen 2 games he like shows up and fights Team Rocket? In the manga, he also does that, and he's on demon time. Like, I remember in the manga, he's like 1v1ing like all of Team Rocket by himself. Like, it's nothing. Like, to the point where I think the Gen 2, like, head Team Rocket people are like literally running from him in the manga. I remember that. All the dragon type, honestly, the way they portray dragon types in the manga is so cool. Like, most dragon types are like as strong as they should be. Like even Claire is like pretty strong in the manga. And then and like Gyarados is like absurdly strong, because Red has a Gyarados, and when he first gets it, it's like actively like I think he gets it from Misty. It was like a Magikarp that was like forced to evolve, or I forget the plot line for that. But he gets his Gyarados, and it is on Demon time. Like it is like pretty much the Gyarados is Ash's Charizard for a while, where it wants to murder everything. He doesn't care. It's there to murder. I don't know. If they animated the Pokemon Adventure manga, Pokemon would have the #1 anime. I'm sorry to say it. The manga is so good. Oh, dude, now I want to read it. So bad. Sounds like your average Gyarados. That sounds about right. Okay, let me actually use my proper. But yeah, no. Like if you've ever like been around like Pokemon content, there is plenty of times where like Pokemon the Adventure manga is brought up, like in terms of like Arbok. Like you've probably seen that picture of an Arbok that's been sliced in half but regenerates. Because that's the Arbok was actually Koga's Arbok, and he's fighting Blue, and Blue literally kills his Arbok. Well, quote unquote kills it. He slices it in half, but because it can regenerate, because it's a snake, I think it lives or dies. I don't remember. Can't remember if it dies or not. I think it lives though. I think it's like it can like live. Why would you switch to grass against a Gyarados though? Like I would never switch to grass versus a Gyarados, because Gyarados is usually always have Ice Fang or Ice Fang or like Hurricane, or like any I always run it. Oh, well, it was like a big thing because in terms of like can Pokemon died. I've always been a kind of like, I think I just mixed my two thoughts together. But yeah, no, like that's a common thing that people talk about. Also, like that's another thing in the Pokemon Adventure manga. Like the bad guys are obviously more bad than like the normal anime, but like they actually like the way. Now, obviously, they still keep the weird, silly part. Like, if you beat me in a Pokemon battle, you win. But normally, the way, like, quote unquote, win a Pokemon battle, like, against bad guys, they would, like, nuke the Pokemon and the trainer. Like, they'd literally knock the trainer out with your Pokemon. So, like, you're not just, like, beating him in a battle and he just gives up. Like, usually, you beat the shit out of them with your Pokemon and then run off, you know? So, like I was talking about, like, earlier, like, Bruno was straight up he was actually beating the fuck out of Red. Like he wasn't just letting his Pokemon throw hands, he was throwing hands. And he just wake up with the Pokemon Center. I don't know where they wake up. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, we might need to switch. Why does this guy have his normal team? Wait, why does this guy have his like normal team? That's a goddamn Walrein. What? But like I don't know if you ever do read the Pokemon Adventure manga, I could promise you if someone was smart enough to make an anime, if Pokemon was smart enough to instead of making whatever the hell they're making right now and make an anime that's 1-to-1 a Pokemon Adventure manga and get it animated by like Bones or something, or animate themselves, they could easily like top the charts. Like, Pokemon is already such a solid franchise. Like, the way the manga is portrayed is insane. The downside, right, would be that I think the reason they wouldn't do it is because the manga is, like, PG-13. I would even say rated R in some points. Like, in terms of, like, because it's, like, especially the first season, or I say season, the first books, because you gotta keep in mind the first like like first manga was like probably written in like 99 or something. So, well, okay, it's not an anime. You're talking about Pokemon Generations. They had Pokemon Generations, which was a quick little like, it was a quick little 30-minute video on like Red, based on like the game, but it's not the same. If you're Pokemon Generations is pretty banging though. Like, it's funny they can make things like Pokemon Generations, and then like their anime is just ass, right? Like, I don't know. I should have healed. I should have just healed in Swords Dance or something. I don't know. Because, like, if you've ever watched Pokemon Generations, it is super good. It's on YouTube. If you just go on YouTube and type in Pokemon Generations, all their episodes are on YouTube. And they're really, really they're really well animated, and they're really good. It's just, they're like quick little snippets of each generation. Pretty much, they take the main parts of every generation and make like a quick little animated film. So, like, the Gen 1 is like the one you're talking about, where it's like Red going through the entirety of the game, and it kind of like fast forwards through all of it, has him fighting Blue. That's where you see like the Charizard versus Gyarados, and at the very end of it, he gets the Mega Stone for Charizard, and it's like Charizard X, and he fights Mewtwo, and that's like that generations. And then there's for Gen 2, I think it's what is it? I think it's something, it has to do with Looker and them fighting Team Rocket or something. I'm trying to remember what the Gen 2 one was. I don't remember. But the Gen 3 one is I think it's I think the Gen 3 one is the Delta episode with like the Rayquaza versus Deoxys. Because you've ever seen that animation, you might have seen like parts of it where it shows like Rayquaza fighting Deoxys in like space. Oh yeah, the Gen 2 one was like Lake of Rage. There's a few. They make like 2 or 3 episodes per generation, but it's really good. But there's a lot of characters that are fleshed out in it. Well, the stuff came out like 9 years ago. I think, yeah, all these videos came out like 9 years ago. Which seems like forever ago, but that's only... That's what, 2017? At Gen 2 you gave up? I have watched... I would say the majority of Pokemon up till Black and White. I've even seen a lot of Black and White. I would say like up... So I went back and watched the Gen 1 and through 3 anime. I don't remember a ton of it, but if I saw the episode again, it would like remind me. But I have seen almost all of it. I watched some of the Black and White stuff, like when it came up on TV. I think that was around the time in life where I actually like used to occasionally get up and watch like the morning cartoons, and Pokemon was always on. Because like every Saturday at like 5 a.m. it would play the new episode. And then I think like I watched like a good chunk of X and Y, and I enjoyed. Alola was strange, but I did enjoy it. It was whatever. I know a lot of people like don't like X and Y because of the art style and stuff, which I can understand, but I've never really cared. And then I haven't watched anything of the new one. Inspiration, yeah, because you're talking about the Crystal Sea. That's the Orange Islands. which also is in the manga, by the way. The Crystal Steelix is in the manga too. I don't know if they actually. I think in the anime, is it actually like an actual Crystal Steelix? Because in the manga, it is. Like in the manga, it's a genuine like ice type Steelix. There's also other things too, like there's the Crystal Steelix. I'm trying to think of what else was in there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Or sorry, I meant to say Onyx. Sorry, it was a Crystal Onyx. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. But because they introduced a few weird things in that area. But like in the in Pokemon Adventures manga, they also run into them. Something what else they ran into. There's some other weird stuff they ran into, like the Orange Islands. But yeah, but it's also in the, which is cool because in the Pokemon, the game I was talking about, in that ROM hack, the Pokemon Adventure Red, you can actually catch the Crystal Onyx, and it's I think it's Ice Rock type. I think I even used it for a while in the game, but I don't think you can evolve it. I don't remember. It's been a long time. There might have been a way to evolve it. I might have been just too stupid. Well, I don't know. Because an Ice Steel type would be pretty cool. I don't know if there's that many Ice Steel types. Like, I'm trying to think of what... Got a Crystal Steelix. Yeah, because that's also why in Pixelmon there is a Crystal Onyx you can get, huh? Like, it's one of the big built-in... Along with like the orange butter or the purple Butterfrees or the pink Butterfrees and the pink Nidoran males and stuff, and the pink Rhyhorns, because that one island that had the pink berries that if you like the Pokemon ate them that turned pink. And then there's the I think what else there was. I got a pink Caterpie. Yeah, the one you're talking about, I think it is just a skin. It's like the zombie skin for Gyarados, or the Halloween skin for the 3 evolution starters. There's a bunch of, or like if you use There's also like the rainbow skins in Pokemon in Pixelmon. I don't know if you ever messed with that. If you get a rainbow wing from Ho-Oh, you could turn Ho-Oh Rainbow, or you could turn Ponyta Rapidash Rainbow. I think what else can go rainbow. I think Arcanine can go rainbow. There's like a set of Pokemon that can go rainbow. Not a ton. Oh, I think Dodrio randomly can go rainbow. Let me see. Rainbow Pokemon Pixelmon. This is like vanilla. Like, this is not even okay, yeah, the pink Pokemon is Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Rattata, Eradicate, Nidoran, male, Nidoran, female, and then all the evolutions. Oddish, Paris, Venomoth, Dugtrio. Wow, that's a whole bunch. Rhyperior. Huh. All those Pokemon, they're from that episode in the anime. Oh, Weavile, yes. Let's see, what is the other rainbow? The rainbow. Where's Rainbow? Ponyta, Rapidash, Mareep, Skarmory, Ho-Oh, Beautyfly, Dustox, Crawdaunt, Feebas, Milotic, Kecleon, Infernape, Weavile, Cresselia, Wooloo, Flamigo, and Chinpao. And if Mareep or Wooloo evolve, they will lose a texture. Wait. Rather than being a specific palette, Rainbow, Mareep, and Wooloo instead cycle between all their existing dye textures as well as their shiny texture. What? Wait, I want to see this. Pixelmon Rainbow Mareep. Here we go. Oh, I don't care about that. God damn it. Why does nobody want to make my... Why does one make my rainbow? Oh, well. Yeah, new Skarmory. I think the original ones that could be rainbow was Ponyta and Rapidash, Skarmory, and Ho-Oh. But I think they've added all those other ones after the fact. Alright. Well, we beat this gym. Well, it is 3 a.m., right? And I need to get some sleep. So what I think I might do is I might call it here for today. And I want to get... Tomorrow I have to do some adulting stuff. So I'm going to try to go to bed now and get knocked out in the morning so I can be back tomorrow afternoon. But I'm probably going to do some investigating on terms of Cobblemon stuff. Like I said, Steel, if you wanted to join me, like I said, I know you don't stream or whatever, but like if you wanted to join me and maybe we make this a thing, and I do some Cobblemon here and there, like I said, I wouldn't be against it. That's also, I've also wanted to do something like that because that could be something I could do offline per se. Like I don't have to stream every single minute of me playing Cobblemon. I could also like do some offline grinding while watching YouTube and like maybe recording stuff or whatever. And I find more people that are interested because I know you don't hang around here a ton, Steel, but pretty much anyone that comes in here and follows or hangs out or whatever, I'm like always mentioning Pokemon on the off chance that somebody like likes Pokemon. Just like I can like get Buddy to join too. I don't know. Bunny is weird. I couldn't even tell you. Like it sounds like Bunny likes Pokemon, but I feel like if I got her on Pokemon, I don't think she would progress. I feel like the Bunny's kind of person, she would catch like one Pokemon and then sit in the corner and talk to chat the whole time instead of playing the game. So I don't know. I do not know. But if I can get Bunny on board, I think we could get some momentum. But cause I think because what's funny too is that Moon actually kind of likes Pokemon too. So I don't know. I think it'd be cool to like get some Pokemon stuff going. But I will say our communities are not the most Pokemon orientated, I feel like. And I don't know how much they're all willing to commit to just doing like Pokemon for a while, or I don't know. That's also why I kind of want to go the direction of like maybe trying to do like a monthly thing or like something that's like quick. That's also the reason I think if we got enough people that was like streamer focused, I think it'd be fun to do like I think it would be fun if I got more Pokemon, because I even have some people from my other War Thunder side that are enjoying Pokemon. If I get enough streamers and stuff together that like Pokemon, I wouldn't be against having like if I could figure out how to set it up and do all the stuff, having like one of the servers where it's like a dual server, where it's like we can have one server, like it's like one server, and then like one world is for the viewers and one world is for the streamers, and the streamers can be more like they don't have to grind, right? Like the streamer side could be a little bit more dumb, like we just give out shit and do whatever we need to do to like keep it more interesting. Yeah, and like sub goals and stuff. So like if you get, you know, like I don't know how you would do it, but like stuff like that. And we could even do like, see, this is more on the end of like cool. We could do like almost like donation events, like if we ever got to the point where we wanted to do like like let's say what's that gamer I can't remember the name of it now. The one they do every year where it's like you donate money for like organizations and stuff. I forget what it's called, but yeah. Well, like, yeah, stuff like that. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Because honestly, the main thing that's ever got me into streaming is Pokemon. As much as I love War Thunder, okay, I don't know. Actually, honestly, War Thunder is not even that high on my list of liked games. I just think War Thunder is fun. But Pixelmon, I mean, Pokemon is definitely up there. Like, yeah, like charity events. I don't know. I don't know what we could do. It depends how big we get. But I think, yeah. Honestly, like, That's why I pretty much told anyone that I play with or stream with or whatever. Like, if anyone ever has the itch to do anything Pokemon related, if they like show up, like even if like 5 hours ago when we were playing Armor Forger, if my friend like Crab, which is the only person I can think of right now that would actually want to play Pokemon, got on and was like, hey, you want to play a Pokemon Nuzlocke right now? I would literally alt F4 for Armor right there. And I'd be like, Bunny, I'll see you later. And I would leave. No, we don't need Pokemon in Arma. That'd be dumb. There's no point in that. But, you know, so that's why I think it'd be fun to do something like that. See how much, because there's definitely a community out there. Like, Pokemon's one of the most, like, I don't know. I don't understand why Pokemon is not that great on, like, content these days. But the only thing I could possibly think of why Pokemon's not that great on content these days and why content isn't as good as it used to be is Pokemon has been around for a while, right? So I think the issue is back like 10 years ago was like peak Pokemon information, right? Like there was a lot of people, I would say the majority of the masses that played Pokemon and enjoyed Pokemon were like they were fiending for Pokemon information. So all these channels that released it like top 10 Pokemon for this generation, top 10 Pokemon for that generation, top Pokemon with this moveset, blah, 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 blah. Everyone was like fiending for that information and just in like what Pokemon would be good for this generation, blah, 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 blah. And we were like all fiending for it, right? But I think now almost anyone that enjoyed Pokemon has absorbed all that information. Like, I think, like, majority of people who genuinely like Pokemon and go on YouTube to find Pokemon content have already, like, gotten all of that content. Like, I've already watched, like, it's even to the point now, I don't even want to watch, like, I can already know the answer. Like, it'll be, like, what, like, the top, you know, 5, whatever, and I already know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I feel like they're, and I feel like younger people don't like Pokemon. I don't know what it is. I just feel like it's weird how bad Pokemon does on the content creator side these days. Like I almost feel bad because like there's a lot of content creators that I used to watch like heavily. And like I also like go on there and like watch certain videos. Like but I don't watch them like heavily anymore, and it makes me like why don't I watch them heavily anymore? But it's like I don't know. I feel like Pokemon. I personally have indulged in so much Pokemon content that like I don't know. I might be tapped out in terms of indulging, but there's no way everyone's like that, right? Like there's no way. Because I used to live like Pokemon. My YouTube used to be Pokemon. Even now, it's still a good chunk of it's Pokemon, but it's Pokemon and cars. That's my YouTube. Like. Back in the day, oh my god, Purple Rodri, oh man, I'm trying to think of what other I used to watch. Purple Rodri, Dobbs, Original 151, of course, MAJTV. Yeah, Purple Rodri. I think what else I used to watch. Candy Eevee, which by the way, she's still killing it. Candy Eevee is still killing it, by the way. Candy Eevee, fucking, Dorkly, Jane Animations, while she hasn't always had Pokemon in her stuff, she's not like a Pokemon YouTuber, you know, in a sense, but, I have been watching Jane Animations for a long time. Like actually I can go look right now. What was the first Jane Animation video I watched? Does it even show like what was my first YouTube video I watched of her? I don't remember. Wow, her Pokemon Ruby Nuzlocke was 6 years ago? That's insane. Oh, I've definitely been watching her for a while. I remember this video, the combining Pokemon with Odd One Out. That's 9 years ago. Drawing a Alolan Pokemon with Odd One Out. I watched that one. I never watched that one. But like, that was also like when like Domix. Oh, dude. Pokemon Showdown. The only Pokemon Showdown YouTuber I remember watching is like Garbodor. I don't know if you know that guy. I used to watch him a bunch. I feel like Jaden has cleared out her YouTube though. There's no way her first. I guess that was like 2012. Oh my god. I feel like this stuff was older, but I guess it's not that old. And it is that old though. I don't know. I feel like there's older. I feel like I watched videos before this though. Or like Roblox. I used to watch Roblox. Like Bear Ghost Games. Sometimes I feel sad because I genuinely did stop watching them. But it's just like, I don't know. I was at a point of life where I just don't watch that stuff anymore. I don't know. Like, I used to fiend on YouTube. I still do, but I fiend for different stuff now. Like, I'm almost always watching YouTube, but I haven't really, like, honestly, I would say right now, the only YouTuber that I watch every single video and will never miss a video is KYR Speedy, my GOAT. I've been watching him since fucking Modern Warfare 2, so I've been watching him for like that's probably what, 15 years now. Longer than that, maybe. I've been watching him forever. Before I even understood like how YouTube worked, I remember I used to watch his videos, and you know how YouTube like gives you more videos the person you're already watching. So I would keep getting his videos. I didn't even know I didn't know what subscribing was. I didn't know what was happening. I was just watching his videos, and I used to click on a video, and if his introduction didn't come on, I would click on a different video because I didn't know how. I was too young to understand how YouTube worked. Oh, dude, I love KYR Speedy, bro. KYR Speedy, my goat. And then what was the other one? KYR Speedy and what's it called? Oh, and then obviously, okay, I used to watch Minecraft. I still do, but like the old crew and stuff. Like Bajan Canadian, or Jerome, fucking Mudkips, Lachlan, and all of them, dude. Vicstar. I used to watch all of them before they, like, way back. Like, back when they were posting, like, I remember watching the original version of Pixelmon. Like, the first version of Pixelmon. Like, back when, like, half the shit didn't even make sense. Like, it was so broken. Like, I would say I didn't watch all of them. Like, I didn't watch a ton of, like, Sky Does Minecraft or anything. I'd watch a video. I did see the other one that felt Basher, which I know that whole thing that happened with him. I don't care about all that drama and stuff. But like Basher, I used to love Basher. Basher was a shit. And then his whole thing happened, which I think he still posts now. Which I try to go back because I hate that YouTube like buries shit. Is it Basher? Did I spell it right? Oh no, it's not Basher. What was this? Or is his whole YouTube gone? This is Basherverse, right? Is his whole YouTube gone now? I know he made that one like crazy video where everyone thought he was gonna like, you know, end himself, and then wait. Oh god, he died? Oh god. Oh god, why'd I have to know that? Okay, well Basher died of COVID. Ooh. That's unfortunate. Did not know that. Well. Oh. Well. Yikes. Well, That explains why I haven't seen any more videos in a while. I know there was that whole thing with like Clara baby legs and stuff, which I don't get into all that, but yeah, man, because he used to fucking. Because I watched Jerome and Beijing Canadian a bunch, and he was on their videos every once in a while, and he was hilarious. And then yeah, well. Anyways, not to end on that bombshell. But yeah, no, I used to. That stuff's like, I don't know. I said I don't know why Pokemon I feel like has fallen out of the mainstream in terms of content, but at the same time it hasn't. Like I think I think the issue is there's a lot of content creators. I don't know if Pokemon's like a sustainable only thing to play at these days. Maybe that's what I mean by that. But it's crazy because like some of the biggest some of the biggest Pokemon content creators, like let's say like Candy Eevee and stuff, which I don't know how you don't know who Candy Eevee is unless she isn't that big, but I feel like she's pretty big. I guess she only has 800,000 subscribers. I don't know. I don't know what we consider big these days. Time and space don't make sense with me when it comes to YouTubers and stuff. There's some YouTubers I feel like I've been around forever, and like even now, like the other day, like I have been following Candy Eevee on Twitch since I got into Twitch, and like occasionally I'll see she goes live and I'll just click on it and she'll get like 400 viewers on Twitch. And I'm like, okay, that's crazy. I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know how this shit works. But and like Beige Canadian has completely fallen off the map. But like what's crazy is a lot of those Minecraft YouTubers like Beige Canadian, Jerome and stuff had made so much stupid amounts of money off of like OG YouTube / Minecraft. Like they don't need to stream or do it anymore. Like at this point they just do it for fun. Like if you ever like seen any of like them like podcasts where they get on there and talk about stuff, like money is like not like doesn't exist. Like they don't need money. They're there like Beijing Canadian. I remember there was a podcast like last year where Beijing Canadian got on there and was talking. I forget. I think it was like the Misfits podcast or something. And he talks about how like he like burnt like because he just got married like a couple years ago, and they went to like on his honeymoon. They went to like Vegas or something. And he said he just casually gambled like $500,000 or something, and it was like nothing. Like to him, he was like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah, and I was just like, what? Huh? And he had like his big ass house, and I don't even know where he is anymore, but like it's crazy. Or like Vicstar, like I think Vicstar joined like the Stradman, or not Stradman, the whatever that group KSI and them are with, and he has way more money than all of them, and it's very clear. But anyways, time for me to finish my rambling and go to bed. But yeah, thank you everyone that's here, in the lurks and the follows and Sidemen. Yeah, that's what it is, Sidemen. But yeah, Vicstar joined the Sidemen, and everyone was like, a lot of people that didn't know who he was, like they knew he like streamed Minecraft and stuff, but they didn't know who he was. And he, like the numbers, he used to own, like, okay, that's the other thing I never realized. If you ever looked into how much money them, I don't know if they still do it now, but like them OG like Minecraft servers used to make apparently, and like the number is insane. It's insane, like the numbers that they're producing. I don't know if you've ever like the crew, like apparently like they were talking about too, like the crew at one point like collabed. It went to like start a server or something and got like burnt or whatever. But they were talking about they were talking about for this Minecraft server, like they're losing like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Wow, like other servers make them $100,000 a month. A month. Like that's insane. That's insane. I don't understand how that works, but yeah, but because like basically like a lot of them were like super Pokemon. I don't know. Anyways, let me get a raid going here. Let me actually save the game before I forget, because I'll go to bed and not forget, or will forget. But anyways, let's close that. Let me turn the music off. Anyways, for anyone that's still here, thank y'all for hanging out. I know we got a lot of lurkers here because it's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, for me at least. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging out. Thank you for the lurks. Thank you for all the follows. Shadow, Fletcher, Billy Bada, Sturm, Hockey, Snide Monster with 100 bits randomly. That was awesome. Sido. Oh, sorry, Sido. Seto. Thank you for the follow. Who else did we? Oh yeah, Peacemaker was in here earlier for the fourth follow. Thank you, bud. Bush Mafia. Good night tonight. But yeah, thank y'all for all swinging by and the follows. A lot of fun. Thank y'all for hanging out. And for anybody that is lurking, like I said, we got some plans. And a lot of people here probably were just here for Arma/War Thunder, but you know, maybe we need to do some Pokemons. Okay, Pokemon. Everybody, download Pokemon. I'm just kidding. But let's see who's on right now. It is like 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning. So let's see. Should I rate someone playing Pokemon? I feel like it's unwise, right? Like I feel like it's dumb to waste my lurkers on Pokemon, but Moon is on. I haven't rated. I wish I could like see when the last time I rated people. Maybe they'll want Pokemon. They just like wake up and like, weirdly, I want to play Pokemon now. Honestly, there's not many people on. I might just raid Moon. He's like the only person still on. He'll be on for a couple hours, so I guess we'll raid him. He's playing squad. Why not? Alrighty then. Thank y'all for hanging out. If anyone here is interested in Pokemon, be sure to stick around. We got plans. But yeah, thank y'all for all the lurks and whatnot. And you'll have a good rest of your night. Goodbye.